Welcome to PP Clive, or Phi Plays Clive. This is a playlist on my channel where rather than making a specific character guide on a character I'm not super comfortable with, I take that character into ranked, and I live commentate my strategies, what my opponents are doing, and the problems that I try to solve all in real time. The hope is that if you're picking up a character and struggling to figure out what to do or how to deal with different opponents, you can learn from my successes and from my mistakes. This session is particularly cool because we ran into 3 opponents, each with completely different playstyles. So I think regardless of the level that you play Tekken at or the level that you play Clive at, there's something to take away from this session. I talk about some key moves, I talk about some key situations, and I have notes along the side to guide your viewing. Now, this is kind of built on some preliminary information, assuming that you know how Tekken notation works, you probably know some of Clive's moves. I have a quick start guide for Clive that I just put out. If this video ends up being confusing, go check out that guide where I describe more of his moves and situations, and then return to this guide and see if it helps you out. I'm filling out the PP series for every character, hopefully eventually, but we'll be running with Clive for a long time since I'm hoping to make him my new tournament main, assuming that I end up liking him enough. That's enough yapping. Enjoy the video. We spent about 4 hours in ranked getting Clive from Fujin to Tekken King. Obviously, I still do not claim to be any kind of expert or like pro level player on this character, but we've started to figure out a lot of things that are really important to use consistently throughout combat. In the first video we did was just we just did a quick starter guide, kind of giving you the moves, the stances, how to think about this character. Now, what I want to do is demonstrate that in combat. I think Clive functions so differently than most Tekken characters, which should be a little obvious because he has a sword. But what really stands out to me is how good this move is. It's really, if I'm being 100% honest, this move is a problem right now. It should not be as good as it is. But I hope they don't nerf it, because for me, it's really fun. This move has insane tracking. It's a mid-heat engager and heat it launches, right? And everything you do to your opponent is going to be built around how they're handling this move, forward 1+2. So that's kind of my like layer 1, is I'm going to backdash around, move around, play at the space where only Clive can play, and play forward 1+2. If they're the type of player to just block it, that opens up the rest of our kit. For example, we can just, if they're respecting this space, you can just start Phoenix dashing in and playing moves, right? And that's kind of the gameplay loop for Clive, I think. And it's only once you fight somebody who is really good at imposing their own character's game plan that the other parts of Clive start to come into play. So the notes here are just kind of some good Clive moves. Keep an eye out for them as you're watching my gameplay. I'm going to be trying to use most of this as often as possible. Now, against Brian, because Brian struggles against faster poke characters, I want to play my quick pokes as much as possible, and then sprinkle that in as well. Running 2, and he blocked my first sweep out of the Phoenix stance, which is actually probably fine, because that means I can look to play more of the mids. He ducked my jab on a read. This guy's cooking me. Through a parry. I'm trying to play from that distance, and he's whiff punishing me. So this Brian is already pretty aware of, I think, what Clive wants to do. And that's pretty exciting, because it makes the gameplay more interesting. Okay. I'm playing from a distance, and that's fine. Nice power crush. That's one of the biggest weaknesses I've noticed from Clive right away. At this distance, he's kind of exposed to power crushes naturally, right? Because nobody else is going to be attacking from that range. Okay. Attack him. Attack him. Heat dash. Nice block. He cooked me. Damn. Okay. Now you see, if the opponent decides to play patient around that forward 1+2, there's not a lot you can get done. But I'm going to play my safer lows. Nice. The Phoenix stance 4 is really good for that reason. Okay. And here's an Oki ender I like to do. I like to delay the 3rd hit. I messed it up, but I go into stance after anyways. I'm going to go for Odin. Out of my Phoenix stance, doing the heat smash gives a bunch of meter, and it's +8 on block. Okay, he did sidestep jet upper. He didn't really sidestep anything I did, so he's making a timing read. Okay. I do not know the combo here that we're going to do. Not the best by any means. Okay. Yep. Gonna grab him to try to stop his heat burst, and he ended up not breaking the throw. Cool. Now, I know he likes to put out hitboxes. Maybe I'll do a sidestep down forward too. Okay, cool. I'm going to use the tornado right away just to get to the wall. You can get a better combo if you choose not to do that. Delaying the third hit here and going into stance. He chooses to stay down. Okay. Clive's sidestep is incredibly strong, too. Parry, I have level 5 Zentetsuken, so if I get a whiff... You could not have scripted that better. Fantastic. Okay, so... Even though Brian was blocking my early hell sweeps, hitting me from a distance, playing patiently around forward 1+2, Clive, using his stance, has the ability to generate a lot of pressure and playing up close. And I think, honestly, it's a great way to play Clive. Of course, Brian controls that range too. That 3 or 4 backdashes away. So I'm just going to play it really patient. Look for this forward 1+2. It's been working. It's completely safe. So there's no rush for me. There we go. Eventually, I'll land it. I'll go into stance right away and just go low. Jab. Let's down 1. Wall Rising 4 goes into stance, so you can really, like, loop this situation. It's kind of messed up. Okay. I think he's going to try and just end my life here. Okay. Oh, okay. I tried to backdash to create space to forward 1+2, but he stayed in my face. That means I could do stuff like Power Crush. Now, this Power Crush is a bit scarier to use against Brian because Brian can launch it. Nice. Chill on me, bro. That's a punish. Okay, I got a little greedy there. Okay, he sniped me out of my approach. I'll probably die here if he keeps going low. Nice. Clive is a super good sidestep. Oh, he got me. Okay. So, I'm dying because he's playing better at a distance and he's reading my lows and mids. Really, just basic Tekken stuff. Oh. Okay. Play some jabs. Oops, that was not what I want to do. Forward 1+2, nothing. 1+2. I'm gonna dash in and slide. Eat dash. This is the follow-up. I messed it up. Nobody can react to this low yet because people haven't practiced against Clive. It's day 2. So if you really want to just like farm rank points, down forward 3 can work. But it's definitely not a consistent strategy long term. It's a super slow low. And people will eventually start to see it. I might lose here. I'm going to try to find an orbital. I missed. He messed up. I used the mid armor this time. Heals a bunch. He's going to try to QCB1 me from a distance, so I can't force anything too much. Okay, 1+2. Low poke. Okay, I tried to orbital. He jabbed me out of it. Nice combo conversion. Gonna side roll. Play it slow. Watch the low. And then I ate the sidestep 2-1. That's a move I'm not using. Sidestep 2-1 is really good from Clive. Oh, he counter hit my forward 1+2 between the 2 slashes. That was sick. That was sick. So he's obviously pretty familiar with fighting. I don't know about Clive in general, but fighting against that style of Clive, the forward 1+2. So an alternative style of Clive that I'm experimenting with, trying to learn here, is using a lot more of his strings. Now, I haven't covered those strings in the beginner guide because I didn't know them, to be honest. But he has this forward 2-2 that goes into stance, and if they try to mash out of it, the third hit is destructive. It's a heat engage, it's a full launch, and now I can start all this stance pressure. He orbitaled me out of it, but I'm getting so much mileage out of just running this pressure. It's really not that big of a deal that he's coming back here. Okay, he got the wall. It's becoming a bigger deal. I'm gonna side roll, spring kick. Never mind. Block. Playing defensively, just chilling. Nice. Going mid. Yep, bait the rage art by just sidestep blocking and then down forward to kill. Don't have to force it too hard. This guy's fun. I'm gonna play some down 1. Full crouch down forward 2. Same moves as before. That's safe. There we go. Now I'm gonna play more stance stuff, going low. Okay, I can play the mids. There we go. Play mid again. Play mid again. Power crush. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Clive has like different modes of playing. He's not just the same dude every time, and that's what makes him so strong. I'm gonna go low. Backdash, forward 1+2. Watch out for Brian's big moves. Little whiff punish here. Okay. Yes. Yes. Mix up for game. He stays down. That's smart. Watch the lows. I have my heat smash. I could use that. I'm going to backdash Zentetsuken. Damn. Didn't work. I don't recommend trying that, by the way. It's a minus 15 move. I just think it's fun. Clive's down jab is down 2. That's really good to use. Brian can jump over it with his heat smash, so be careful. Nice block. Nice. Sidewalk to the left to beat Brian's heat smash. And there we go. I know I didn't commentate all the moves I was doing, just because I'm still learning the character as well. But hopefully you can see, if you watch it back, the different ways I was piloting Clive and choosing to do different moves. He is really strong because of just forward 1+2. But you notice that, like, if I'm only doing that, Brian can find ways around it. Other things I wasn't using was like back 2. Back 2 forward into stance guarantees any move if you hit them, and gives you a good mix-up on block even. Well, let's see what this next player does. Maybe it's the same Brian player. Maybe we could show other modes of playing Clive. Okay, it's Feng. When I think of Feng having incredibly fast poking from multiple ranges. He can kind of do whatever attack he wants, and I have to hold that. My advantage is going to be my super range, right? So I'm going to try to backdash away out of danger and start throwing this move out. He gets a low on me. He gets hit by this. I'm going to dash and start the hell sweep right away. I do this because I build meter, and I want them to start thinking about the low if they're not already. Most players in rank are really free to this. Okay, I could have launched that, but I'm ass. I'm going to sweep again. And now he's going to whiff. And then we whiff punish. Right? Like, this is how most rank games have been going, where I just do forward 4 to manually go into stance. Let's see. I messed up. I would go forward 4, then manually go into stance, and then just start sweeping. And until they start blocking it, look at how much meter I've gotten already. Power crush from a distance. He didn't punish. Break that throw. Okay, he's trying to step it. He doesn't know yet. I'm going to go mid now. He still isn't blocking. And that's not too surprising because these animations aren't familiar yet, right? But if he whiffs, I'm going to Zentetsuken. So this match is probably more indicative of what a lot of ranked games will look like. Where you can get away with a ton of stance moves, and then if your opponent tries to speed up, your fastest mid 1+2 is going to carry really hard. So maybe he'll block. Not yet. I'm going to wait for him to whiff. Whiff punish. I'm going to do this Wings of Light ender with the delay. Go for sweep again. I think he's going to whiff again. Then Tekken level 2. Okay, I doubt I'm going to get a rematch. But this is what, like, someone who doesn't know how to fight against Clive will often look like. You get your early 1+2 to heat engage. You get to run a bunch of stance pressure. They'll whiff the wake-ups, and then you whiff punish, right? So that's kind of mode 2 of Clive. Appreciate that guy for matchmaking. It made the demonstration a lot more clear. Now, for this third opponent, you've seen kind of two sides of it now. You saw a Brian player who was pretty conservative. You saw someone who was very kind of desperate to get their damage back and allowing me to get whiff punishes, allowing me to stack pressure. So let's see now who the third opponent is going to be. In terms of combos and stuff, I haven't changed my combos much from the starter guy that I just did. Okay, so Zafina. So Zafina is also a long-range kind of character. She wants to set up her stances with her big running moves. I'm not going to be able to play as much movement, but with my sword, I can contest her approaching. So I'm going to start jabbing early and trying to establish my game, trying to place him down 1. I don't want to be in this position. I'm going to start using my sword as soon as I can. She's sidestepping my down 1. That means I can play back 2. Back 2 is my tracking move. Goes super far. And she's done a good job of dodging my hitboxes, or you could say I've done a good job of whiffing. But yeah, if the back 2 hits, that's guaranteed. Every move is guaranteed except this lightning kick. Lightning kick is not guaranteed, but she's blocking. Okay, she's blocking a lot, so I'm going to play a bit more pressure now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to play 2-2 into stance. She's mashing out of the forward 2-2. So if she's doing that, I'm going to finish the string. She blocked this time. I wonder how familiar she is with Clive. Okay, you see how she's playing at like a big distance and just playing kind of slow? It's kind of hard to get anything started. It's okay if I drop this round trying to figure out that style. Okay. Shitty ass combo. I'm gonna heat burst. Chip! No! That's too slow. Okay, so if I didn't drop that combo, that's a free round. But we know that she's sidestepping a lot, so I can play my back 2 a lot more. The forward 1+2 is not going to be as good. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Hold on. Forward 1+2 because Zafina's sidestep is pretty strong. But I'm just throwing this move out. And I'm going to throw the back 2 to think if she sidesteps. Okay. So that one went way better. She doesn't really know how to deal with the long-range moves. Sometimes I could just go raw stance, right? Because she's chilling out. She's playing passive. So against a passive opponent, the forward 1+2 is less good. The reason it's less good is because if they're just stand blocking, the move does nothing. So I can just go into Phoenix stance right away. And this is what makes Clive so strong. He actually has offense in addition to having range. Oh my god, I'm getting smacked in the rear. All right, is she going to go low? No. I'm going to orbital. Yes. Forward 1+2. I'm going to heat burst. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm not living this one, boys. Parry? No. Forward 1+2, just to heal a bit. While standing 4 into stance again. You might call that a panic rage art. I would just call that an incorrect read. Final stage, we have a floor break now. Walls are not going to be very close. Zafina, again, playing super passive, so I'm just going to go in and start sliding. Trying to change my offense up, do as many variable timings as possible, and then sneak in that forward 1+2. Keep sliding. Here we go. It's working. I'm going to heat dash this one. Nope, no good. And he whiffs. And he swings. Oh, I got counter hit. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh, no. Okay. She might go for the advancing high move. I'm going to keep sliding. Forward 1+2. Okay. I'm going to go mid on this. She's still not ducking. That gives me good info. All right, so she's truly playing extremely passive. So forward 1+2 is going to become a less used move. My stance is going to be my main move now. I'm going to even try to sweep, build some meter. That'll be cool. Let's do it again. Okay, is she going to duck now? Forward 1+2. Okay. Go mid this time. Down jab to get my pressure back. Forward 1+2. Whiff punish. That's good. No, okay, that was greedy. That was greedy. I'm sorry. I'm going to go low again. Sometimes people just won't duck. And now I don't need to greed the low. I'll just die. No. I'm going to forward 1+2 heat dash. Oh, God. Okay. Back 2 into stance, sprinkling in a move she hadn't seen recently to overload her mental stack. She's blocking, stand blocking every stance, right? The one time she decided to duck was when I showed her a new move she hadn't seen in a while. Back 2 into the stance. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing the hell sweep follow-up I'm doing, the 1+2, it's because I like building the meter. But as you can see, she's not blocking it. I'm going to go mid this time. She's still not ducking, so I will insist. This is how you beat a passive player with Clive. Low parry on the get-up kick. Eat burst. Oh, wait. Hold on. This combo is fire. Forward 1+2. Parry. Parry. No. Oh, my goodness. So I'm not going to blow my heat on this. I'm just going to keep doing it. It's going to work. Down 4. So the Feng was a very aggressive player, right? This is a very passive Zafina player. Even there, she didn't take her plus frames. After blocking my forward 1+2, she's +8, right? Because I'm -8. And she's just sidestepping before doing an attack. That means I could just down forward 2 her right after. If she's not going to take her frames, I don't have to respect her. Oh, nice. She went under my jab. Okay, she ran up to grab my parry. My fault. My fault. So, now it's actually important that I make sure I play the mix-ups and keep applying pressure. If she knows I'm just going to go for parry every time, I lose all my pressure. Okay, she sidestepped that. That's incredible. Whip punish. I'm going to go power mid into the sweep this time. Okay, so when I do the running sword, she's ready to block the mix-up. She's prepared. That's why raw stance is nice, because it's harder to react to. And you notice that she's sidestepping the hell sweep. I'm just going to do the short slide. I don't need all of my reward right away. Oh, she might be dead. I don't know if this kills. Oh. I don't think my wall combo would have killed, so that's why I did that. Okay. Let's see if I can get the fanfare to win. I need to get Rage Art, which I don't know if I can get. Build some more meter, carry to the wall. She likes to duck after the running move. We might not get a Rage Art this time, boys, and I don't really feel like throwing this when we have a video on the line. Okay, so we had a pretty technical Tekken player with the first Brian. We had a very aggressive Feng player who was very button heavy. We had to whiff punish. And then we had a very turtley Zafina player. Almost as if it were perfectly scripted. Hopefully this gives you some insight on how to pilot Clive against different opponents. He has tons of moves, tons of options, and that gives him a lot of flexibility, which is very surprising. Noctis in Tekken 7 was not able to play hyper aggressive. He didn't have that offensive stance. So the fact that Clive has this is a huge deal. So keep exploring his moves. Keep trying things out. Let me know if this video helped you. Let me know what you're feeling stuck on playing Clive. I want to keep giving out as much information as I can. And we're going to keep climbing to hopefully God of Destruction in a reasonable amount of time. But that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you have nothing to say, leave an emoji. That helps me a ton. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.